today.
As we get ready for lights on for Heat 2 of our MRSSA Senior SBK 600 and 1000 Bots and Masters here at Zwartkops. We are looking forward to a great time. Adolf Bischoff will start out in first place. Can he get the breakaway ahead of Temba Kumalu and look to power his way through? Will take Jens van Rensburg, go and fight it up with Ryan van Niekerk for the ultimate win? Or will Leon Horn in the Bots be able to run ahead of the group? Coast a little bit further back for the Masters. It's over 40, but is definitely going to be fighting out as they launch off the line, heading into turn one. Everyone getting as much pace as they can. And then it does look like Temba Kumalu going and losing out a little bit of time as he powers on. Keep an eye out, though, as looks like that is Ryan van Niekerk a little bit further back, getting a huge launch and now needs to keep up the momentum as riders push themselves that little bit further up the road, heading through turn 3 into turn 4. But Bischoff already keeping his head down, not wanting to lose any time off the start of the race.
Yeah, it's optimal for you to get the sweetest position here. And if you consider how you could get interrupted by a lot of the traffic later on into the race, you just want to clear that up quickly. And there you go, late, breaking double overtake, it seems there. Ooh, that has to neat it up quickly. What is that hand signal we just saw from number 77 there with the left-hand side? I think he lost out a bit, but has to be careful now because he's lost the position now. I think that's DuPont, not 77, it's 57. It was DuPont who lost out at 6 because he was trying to reorganize himself and make a signal. In the meantime, leader of a 600s, that is Van Niekerk, looking good at the moment. Trying to get close as possible to De Bruin. Let's see if he's going to make a move stick. We're at turn 8 at the moment as it stands, and Van Niekerk has Van Rensburg right behind him. Van Niekerk having a look at turn 8, but pulls out now, and is going to have to rehash that going into turn 1.
That has allowed Diego DuPont to get into the mix as well.
Yeah.
Yellow flags at the top of the hill, no overtaking, and this is where you can gain a lot of time on your competitor, get into the slipstream as he tries to make his way through. That is Van Rensburg right against the rear wheel of Van Niekerk, keeping on the power, down through 7, aiming right towards turn 8. He's going to once again look for the inside, second guess to go for the pass, but is right underneath him. There's the sit-up, and immediately has a likes of Orapiri having a look to try and get by. Exactly what Van Niekerk wanted to have. Jens van Rensburg now losing out a bit of time, will immediately have to try and keep it all together. Perry looks for the inside line, wasn't able to do it, and that fouled up a little bit further, and he has lost 2 positions on that run into turn 2.
I think that's Kumalu. It's Kumalu and Pina, rather, that are in a battle there. Kumalu is the one on the trailing end, and he's trying his best to reel in that is Pina right ahead of him. He's really not too far off. It's literally like for like in terms of the gap between these riders. The difference is now Kumalu does not have too much pressure behind him from Purificati, who's 3 seconds off, but he definitely isn't within touching distance of Pina. That's the 57 of DuPont. Something just happened with DuPont. He was there in for the running to gain from the battle of Van Niekerk as well as Purificati, but now he's lost out. In the meantime, Temba Kumalu has made the move stick. That was at 6. That was at 6 where Temba made it stick. He'd been building up the moment for the past couple of laps, and he seems to be happy to make it now. He's going to have to defend now for the next 1.5 laps because the race is very close and nearing its end. This has been the battle for the 2nd spot in podium position.
To get the bike dialed in and to be as fast as possible in 12 laps. Once again, without my crew, Marius Lloyd Racing, my technician, Kobus, Alfie Swanepoel, everybody, Uncle Marius, thank you so much. These are the guys that are backing me for me to be able to do this, and really, really thank you so much.
Let's have a look, but our lead man, of course, is Bischoff, and he's cleared the field and made sure to clear as early as possible because we hardly had a mention with him in that lovely looking combination of liveries and overalls. Is Bischoff, Alex Bischoff, who takes the win at the final turn as he readjusts himself for the final time in this MRSSA Senior SBK race, and that is a brilliant performance from Bischoff.
An absolute win outright, maximizing the points, and a great start to the MRSSA Senior SBK 1000 class. And coming across the line, taking the 600, will be Orapiri taking it at the end ahead of Ryan van Niekerk. We just missed that one out, but Orapiri taking the top of the 600. So currently, in the great race, all being said. But let's take a look at our running order for our top 3 in class. For our 1000 SBK. So for the MRSSA Senior SBK 1000 class, it's Adolf Bischoff taking the win. And then you've got the likes of Urupiri for the SBK 600cc class of our senior SBKs.
But Leroux takes the lead for the Masters, and Leon Horn in second place initially had the ascendancy. But my favorite part of it really was Van Nieuwkerk, as well as the likes of Tom King, Themba Khumalo towards the end with his stablemate Bina there. That really, they left it really close to the end, and this is exactly what you want to see. And it's Charles Arangis who leads a wonderful array of Porsche machinery. It's the GT Cup SA and it's race 2. He's already set the standard and benchmark pretty high for himself to match or someone else to beat. Who is it going to be? Well, remains to be seen. It's him side by side with stablemate Ari Neveling right beside him, of course, in that white, silver, and black colored Porsche. But let's see what turn 1 presents for these two. Right behind him is Mo Mia, as well as Roy Aubrey, also out of the Australian Motorsport stable. It's turn 1 descending very quickly on these beautiful cars. It's lights on. And we go racing with the GT Cup SA. Down the inside goes Neveling, but not as late as Arangis on the brakes. It's turn 1, and it's all for Arangis going to turn 2. Very tricky place to be. You got to get your wheels right. The traction there is something very few can master at the flip of a coin, but everyone makes it out okay. A 17 or so car grid making it out. Bring up the rear is Janakaro there, Jimmy Janakaro in that number 511 GNH Transport, but it's Charles Arangis already getting back to where he set things in race 1.
Yeah, he's pulling out a gap already on his teammate Neveling. He's scampered off at just half a lap. He's already put 10 cars between himself in the field. These cars look so great on track. Looks like Roy Aubrey's having a bit of a go. Is it Ryan Nyker having a bit of a go at Martin Prince? Heading up into turn 5. Has he managed to pull it off? Has he? Yeah, I think he has. Ryan Nyker's actually picked off 2 cars.
Yeah, Woodley being one of them.
Yeah, he's picked off both Martin Prince and Simon Woodley. So he's making quick progress up the field. Arangis leads by 0.2 of a second over the line, I think. That time is... Oh, jeepers, first lap out of 1 minute 03, when Neveling's done a 1 minute 06. Nyker is showing as 7th, but I think he will make quick progress. Hits the brakes. Oh, Bully's left it late. He's left it very late. Outside. All right, got him. Bully's run out of space eventually, and Ryan's like, I'll take that position. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. I see Ari Neveling's having a go at Charles Arangis. He's got by him. He's got by him for the lead. Neveling's in the lead. He's taken... Did we see that right? It is, absolutely. Yeah, I had to look twice. I suspect that Charles is just... Oh my word, look at that. A beautiful broadside coming out of turn 5. Nice one, Ari. Oh, and he's pushing hard. That car is squirming all over its rear tires. Going, stop. You're pushing too hard. I think Charles toying with him a little bit. There's such a pace discrepancy. This is a good battle right here. That's Aubrey and Mo Mia. Mo will be trying for all his worth to keep Roy behind him.
Ryan Nyker down inside of someone there. He keeps on having a look at turn 3. I just caught him.
Sneaky
Dicks, as we went out of frame from the Aubrey and Mia battle. In the meantime,
the lead's changed again.
Yeah.
The lead's changed again. Charles got past Ari, and Ari takes him right back onto the tabletop. Ari outbreaks him. They're having a blast, these two guys, aren't they?
So cool.
I think Charles is just toying with him, but Ari's like, come on, chase me, let's go for this. Oh, he's making that car slide. It's beautiful to watch a 911 slide.
Yeah.
And people, 911s have the engines behind the rear axle. So to get one sliding and to keep... Oh, that's pass. Almost. Well, Mia goes defensive at turn 8 on Roy. Roy must have had a quick think of that. He must have thought twice. Mo has left his braking. Ryan Nyker is coming to join the party. Look at that. He's going to pitch up on Roy Aubrey's rear bumper any second. Mia goes defensive up onto the tabletop, and he's gone defensive. He's left it late. He's running Roy wide. He's like, you're not taking the place today, buddy.
Side
they're
into
on
6.
the outside of 6. That's brave. He's going to run out of space there.
Can he make it stick? Oh, well done.
On the dirt. Oh, and Ryan Nyker's come to play. Come on, look at that. Mo is not giving up the position. He is gone super defensive.
Wow.
Nice bit of driving for both guys. Lots of respect.
Lots of respect.
Lots of space, keeping it very tidy. And Ryan Nyker is like, I'll have a piece of both of you guys. He's going to stick it up. Oh, Mo just cuts it off. Mia, it's like having another look. Like, I'm still here. Ryan Nike is ready to pounce should anything happen. In fact, I think he's going to have a go at Mo up onto the tabletop, as I called it. Yeah, side by side, drawn level, late on the brakes. Not too difficult. I think Mo knows there's a big bit of a pace discrepancy between the two different
Nicky
generations.
Dix now trying to threaten Mo immediately after that. He's trying to work on the momentum of Ryan Nike.
Oh, Mo, he's such a happy-go-lucky guy, but he's gone from third place and he's... Oh, my word, he's in the dirt!
Side by side with Nicky Dix.
There comes Nicky Dix, and he's got it. He's taking the position from Mo Mia. Oh,
Look, we've been wanting to do a race like this for years. Porsche only, Cup cars only. They're quite strict about being Cup cars only. And to me, it's great. Even the old 2001 cars are getting out and racing again. So to me, that's ideal.
Nicky Dix is in close attendance now. He's been reeling everybody in at a rate. Mo Mia seems to have fallen off the pace. I think Dix has put a few car lengths between the two of them. Mia is now showing a 6th, Willie de Beer in 7th.
Aubrey went off.
Aubrey's gone off. I think it looks like turn 5?
6, yeah.
Turn 6, yeah, exiting the tabletop. I think he's centered around into the grass and has made a neat recovery. I think he would have lost a spot. That's right. Ryan Nike has grabbed position. Look at that.
I think Nike already had the position. It may be Dix now.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately got a chance to reset the time. It is
Nicky Dix
now.
has gone up.
The main Porsche, the bright orange number 86, Stradale Motorsport with Charles Ranges marshalling it, has again set another standard and continues to stay there out in the lead, and he comes home to collect that checkered flag. He's done with turn 8, and that's your race winner for GT Cup SA Race 2. It's Charles Ranges, and in second place, some distance off, is going to be Ari Neervelig. But Ranges, of course, this, as much as it was expected, he made sure he had a good time. And in second place, of course, again, it is Ari Neervelig. Ryan Nike fought well from 8th or 9th place. He went all the way up to 3rd, benefiting from, of course, the performance of the car. But also, it doesn't make it. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. He's going to have to navigate traffic. He's going to have to navigate battles. And the best of the battles we saw were between that 3: Nicky Dix, Mo Mia, and Roy Aubrey.
That was fantastic. It was a really, really good battle.
Got green flags for our cars to get out around the circuit and warm up one last time before they get things going for their rolling start. And for the final time, we have the GT Cup SA. It's race 3, and we have the question: will Charles Ranges make it 3 for 3? Looks like a strong yes so far. Ari Neervelig, his teammate, has featured quite entertainingly in race 2. He's gonna have to try and have a repeat of that, but the 4 behind them, Nike, Dix, Aubrey, and Mo Mia, all have something to say about the final podium position. It remains to be seen. For the final time, here we go. It's lights on, lights off, and we're racing with the GT Cup SA. Final race for the day. Down the inside goes Neervelig. Aran just shut the door very quickly. Not very difficult to do so. Under braking, they're going to turn 2. Got to be careful where you put all 4 of your wheels there. In the middle of a sandwich is what Ryan Nike seemed to have escaped there with Mia and Aubrey around him. But everyone's gone around the circuit cleanly. It looks like the trailing car is that of Willie de Beer, who's made another position now immediately after escaping turn 2. And in the thick of it, that battle's already forming, the one we alluded to with Dix, Aubrey, as well as Mia. But we'll get to that in a moment. In the meantime, it's Dr. Prince now looking at Denver, if I'm not mistaken, going down into turn 5, going up into turn 5 rather, under braking. In goes Prince. Oh, down the inside, has a tap there.
Oh, that was close. That was Prince and
it was Devin
Woodley.
yeah. Oh my goodness, that was
look at all these 996 in the back of the field having a proper go. This is great fun.
Yeah, that was Devin Pillay. It was Dr. Prince and Devin Pillay coming together, and Pillay took that position back now. He's not going to be happy.
Yeah, there's somebody having a go at Barton Prince as well. Willie de Beer has been up great number shots. Oh no,
Dr. Prince lost out again.
Prince seems like he has some trouble. I think he may have an issue, maybe a flat tire. He slowed right down to the back of the field. Charles Ranges leads out. Martin Prince looks like he's limping probably back to the pits really slowly. He's chosen the better part of that battle and decided he's going to park it. He's treading slowly. Ranges leads in Class A. It's Arnold Neervelig. Class C, but he is second on the road. Ryan Nyker in a Class A car is third on the road. Nicky Dix is having a great battle. Nicky Dix,
With Ryan Nyker formerly known
Ryan
as
Nyker
third.
has taken the position from Ari Neerwiller on the road. Ryan Nyker has put a massive amount of daylight between himself and Neerwiller. I think he's going to go off and chase the race leader. They are the two Class A cars. In the meantime, this battle is a great one. It's Nicky
Class
Dix.
B.
The Class B battle between Nicky Dix, Roy Oberoi, with Mo Mia just watching from a few cars further back.
Oh, late on the brakes is Aubrey. Wow.
Aubrey is really gained in turn 5. He's really closed up behind Dix. I think he's going to have a go at him at turn 8. Come on, you can do it into turn 8. Oh, he's followed him closely through there. Will he have a stab in? No, not in the braking zone. I think he's lining up for a pass at turn 5 on the following lap. Oh, that's a great shot from overhead. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Come on.
Karting circuit in the back.
Oh.
Great shot. And you can see the speed the cars really make distance really quickly, which you don't normally see in a ground camera. This is a good battle, all these 991 cars.
Yeah, it looks like Nicky Dix so far has the widest 911 out on the circuit. Roy Aubrey hasn't quite found that spot yet. Will he now? Very late on the brakes again to swell up in Nicky Dix's rear view mirror, but nothing materializes as yet for that MR991 Porsche. Now, in the meantime, we're looking at the lap times beginning to tumble because we've had this sort of opening up. We've got Charles Ranges, already in the 1 minute flat, 1 minute 0.5, 1 minute 01.6 for Nyker.
It's awesome, great bunch of guys here. Mo asked if I could join for the inaugural round, and so I said sure. And it's been a great experience, very different to our backdraft that we normally drive, all of them. And so, yeah, it was nice to have a bit of a sprint. I am looking forward to the endurance race later today. That's essentially why I'm here. And I'm committed to the SAE Endurance Series with backdraft and Steve.
In the meantime, Nyker has a mirror full of orange, goes super defensive going down into turn 8. Can the same be said of turn 1 and 2? It remains to be seen, but down the straight, a very short, quick straight there is the start finish. And going down now into turn 2, late on the brakes. Who can be later? Let's see. There's the 50-meter
He's trying to go on the outside. He's trying to go on the outside. No, there's no space out there. But, oh, man, he's just fighting through the apex. He's got so much more corner speed. Now down the back straight, he's going to slipstream him. Will he have a go into turn 4? Will Ryan Nyker let him? It doesn't look like it. He's got defensive. Shaw's going to try the outside. That's not going to work there. Even though he's got more aero, it's going to come up to the tabletop. Nyker's gone defensive again. Shaw just seems to have him have the better brakes between the two cars. Look at him close down, right up onto his back bumper. Tucks it in. Will he go up the inside? Yeah, he's got up the inside. Ryan's going to cut him off. He's on his line.
Ryan needs to be on the outside for him to take turn 8.
Oh, Shaw's gone. Shaw's gone tight. Shaw.
Gosh.
Oh, mate. Great piece of driving between these two guys. Lots of space, lots of respect. And Aranji's back in the lead in Class A and race overall. Further back, Neerwiller is leading Class C by a country mile. Nicky Dix, Aubrey, and Mia are still holding station 4, 5, 6. San Mutli seems to be in a middle ground. He is in 7th. Willie de Beer in 8th. JJ Days in 9th. Willie de Beer has gained another position. And these guys are having a bit of a tussle here between themselves. And there comes this orange car to upset their little battle. The slower cars moving out the way. Ryan Nyker has closed the gap. Look at
this.
Yeah, we got a nice 5-car train, but 2 of them are lapping the orange car and the blue car. Lovely overhead shots there, guys, from the drone into turn 5. Oh no, Aubrey has had a spin again in the same place. He went off
it.
In a prior race, he had gone off at turn 6, and now he's recovered at 7 and making his way down the hill. How close behind? He's lost a position. He lost a position to Mia, and San Mudli is now right on his tail.
It was him and Mia, and he just lost the rear.
Self-inflicted.
The rear left him. Charles Ranges has set the benchmark high and is going to have to continue on this front for the GT Cup SA for the remainder of the season as he makes it 3 for 3 here with the GT Cup SA in race 3. In second place is Ryan Nyker not too far behind, 3.9 seconds adrift, also from the Dali Motorsport stable, and Ari Neveling collects third place and takes the checkered flag. An interesting battle between these three as Nicky Dix brings it home by a slither. It seemed out of the the blue flag that he had to clear there. Nicky Dix takes fourth place. Mo Mia gained a position ahead of Aubrey when he lost it at turns 7 and takes fifth place. Aubrey now in sixth, and Sun Moodley in seventh place. That was brilliant racing, fun racing across the field. From the front three was Arangis, Nika and Neveling to fourth with Dix, Mia, Aubrey and Sun Moodley. This is exactly what GT Cup SA has to offer. Stay with us as it's only going to get better. We've got a number of the cars starting from pit lane here. We've got the Inter-Africa. We've got 5 in total. We've got also the Trans Am, the number 32 there. That is the Jacquet Racing car. The Alfa Romeo as well, number 33. And the, I think that's Alvarez Alteza.
The Alteza,
also starting from the pit lane. But the safety car's done its job for the first 2 warm-up laps. And we're getting things underway for the SAES 4 hours of Zwartkops. Proudly sponsored, of course, by Samlin Racing. This is going to be an exciting event. The benchmarks have been set. It all has been said and done. There's no practice, no qualifying. It's racing now. We're lights on for round 1 here at Zwartkops. Lights off and we go racing. Start the timer. It's 4 hours and counting down. Down into turn 1. It's Charles Arangis as well as Nick Adcock looking very close there. Nick tried to close the door, but Charles Arangis insisted. We've got the Inter-Africa car getting onto the circuit. Trans Am as well. The Alpha, number 33, onto the circuit. Getting a clear picture now. Sun Moodley getting racy with the GSW right behind him. Nick Adcock ahead of Charles Arangis. Made sure he claimed that space and did it quickly. Getting things cleared up now. Look at that. It's Hammond. Hammond is already getting into the mix in that front running. Shayur Harpal in the top 5 as well. He's kept his place. And that is Damien Hammond now. Also leading things up. We've got the GNH McLaren down side by side with that Samlin Racing Gallardo. We'll get a picture of that in a moment. Dr. Veria. We've got Andrew Horn as well. Anthony Marks also in that 1 hour dash trios. Everyone is grouped up so quickly. It's difficult for them to get a space. Look at that. Someone tucking in the inside. That is Roy Overy side by side with the McLaren, the GNH McLaren. He's getting a place here. Sun Moodley still defending from the GSW of Roberto Franco. Anthony Marks being blocked off by Dr. Veria going down the inside, but Dr. Veria defends even more going down into turn 1. He's not letting him around. Anthony Marks is going to have to find a space somehow, but once he does, he's got that GNH McLaren to deal with. Sun Moodley may benefit from that slowing down. The Inter-Africa Racing Lamborghini now in the fray, and it's going to start reflecting on our timing screens. In the meantime, a lot of traffic for Stewie White to slice through. The 95 Gallardo making clear running look easy. It's not an easy thing to get clear running. Look at that. The 1 hour dash race already competitive. Honestly, things hotting up a lot quicker for this particular class. Side by side into turn 4 with Anthony Marks as well as Dr. Veria. And Anthony Marks makes it stick. How long can that be so going up into turn 5? We're already getting exciting for the 1 hour dash as the 4 hour cars try and get things settled. These are the defending champions, are Inter-Africa Racing, as Stewie makes his way, gets a bit of curb there at turn 4. It looks like he's approaching
Harpal.
Yeah, that is Harpal. I nearly mistook it there for the McLaren of London, but it is Harpal. And Harpal's also going to have to clear, so Stewie White is collecting heritage Lamborghinis, it seems, almost like a Pac-Man, so to speak. But he's making great progress at the moment to mitigate and minimize that deficit that Inter-Africa Racing have had to take given their issues during qualifying.
So it's interesting that Arangis and Adcock, Arangis is keeping pace. He's got him within his sight. And I think Shaw will be looking to use some of the back markers or take advantage of guys maybe slowing Nick down a little more than they're slowing him down. And Arangis and Adcock are really lapping guys in the field.
Yeah.
And no one's hanging about in the field. No one's on a Sunday drive. Everyone's going for it and trying their hardest. We have to tell viewers and race fans, of course, that there is a race within a race.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 10 of these cars will peel off after 1 hour, so people shouldn't get concerned or confused, the first 10 or so cars will peel off, having completed a 1 hour dash, and their race will end with an MSA, sort of white and yellowish with a South African flag in it waved. They will continue at racing speed and then peel off into the pit lane, and the remainder of the field will continue to race for another 3 hours. So their total race time is 4 hours. So people don't get confused with cars coming in when you think that they retiring or should be stopping for a driver change. Their race actually ends after 1 hour.
And the lead of that particular race within a race is Charles Ranges, and you see he's definitely in comfortable trim at the moment. The man getting into a rhythm in hot lap mode is Stewie White in third place overall now.
Third place overall, starting in pit lane.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, sounds exactly like Stewie White. He's reversing the damage and he wants to get this done as quick as possible. And this is a domino effect of pressure, because now it means Nick Adcock also needs to push and to try and maximize on the advantage of the fact that the closest competitors had to start from the pit lane.
And we've gone on board with Stewie, so you can see how he's attacking the track down to turn 8, deep on the brakes, gentle on the inside curb, runs it wide, and he'll be full commitment through turn 1. Oh man, he just turns it in there. Hard on the gas, runs it out to the outside. Doesn't use all the outside curb. I'm surprised. He's already caught. Oh my word, he's just reeled in Sun Woodley at an alarming rate. There's a Polo getting out the way. Sun Woodley knows this car is not in his class. He's not fighting him. Stewart tucks it in a bit tight inside of turn 3.
Going down now into turn 1, you can see how much he's having to put every wheel right going into it. Look at the focus.
And here we got him in shot.
There we go. And someone you pointed out the blinking.
Total concentration. If you watch Stewart's eyes, race fans, this is so cool to watch. This camera going back into the cockpit, looks at the driver's eyes. Stewart doesn't blink that often through a lap, and he's probably pre-programmed his mind as to when he's blinking. On the straights, not in braking, not at apex. See, the Porsche is probably listening. Oh, Charles knows.
And you can see that he's definitely under pressure. You can see something bright green and very fast in his rearview mirror. So Charles knows that he'll soon have a bit of company when it comes to that particular part in the front 4 running of the grid at the moment. But Nick Adcock is really the one who should be worried about what's coming, because the traffic at the moment is helping both those front 2. But once Stewie White has cleared this traffic, it's nothing but a pound-for-pound fight in that Class A battle. As far as raw pace is concerned, it'll be a sort of indirect fight between Stewie White, Nick Adcock, and Charles Ranges. But of course, Charles Ranges, like you aptly said and put it, it is a race within a race, and he's in the 1 hour dash, which right now he looks very comfortably to be leading. Here's something interesting. Charles is going to have to try and navigate sort of letting Stewie past the Class B car. I thought that was going to be a bit of a challenge, but they seem to have navigated that a bit easier. Being down the home straight, of course, would have helped that. It would have been a very tricky situation, having to try and get out the way and keep position at the same time.
Stewie laid down a pair of black lines out of turn 2, looking for the slipstream. They've caught, is it Sun Woodley for the second time?
Woodley,
That is incredible. That's Stewie looking for the slipstream, and now into turn 4. Is he going to get off the brakes? Oh no! He's just given Charles an edge, and he's thought the better of that one. He may try again, probably up turn 5. He's a bit further back. He's letting Charles know that he's there, and Charles
lost the rear and gone into the kitty litter at turn 5.
Charles was driving in his mirrors, and he left it too late.
Now
there's
we've got another of the Hammonds. Number 57 of Damien is beached now. That looks like the exit is at turn 3.
I think it's between 2 and 3.
Between 2 and 3. Safety car board is out.
That's SC board is out. That's
safety
it.
car board is out.
The entire field's going to get bunched. I wonder if Charles will be able to get back out. We've got 4 hours to go. It's quarter of an hour.
And that is Stewie White. We're on board. Was that Stewie?
That was Stewie,
that was
and
Stewie,
the Nova Proto.
And the Nova Proto as well. They're getting in for a refuel, splash and dash for them. Remember, the Nova Proto has a smaller fuel tank than its competitors in Class A. If I'm not mistaken, stands at about 90 liters as compared to 120.
110, 120.
110, 120 for the GC cars. So they will be fuel savvy as much as they need to be for the race to go smoothly. Out they go, as they now understand, of course, that they actually used and consumed a lot more fuel than they may have wanted to because of the pressure Stewie was putting.
Because of the pace. The pace was really hot at the start.
100%.
Yeah.
So they needed to recover that deficit. So the safety car came at a very fortuitous moment for them to recover.
Sorry, Shaw, before you get in the car, what happened to the car?
Yeah, the burst oil pipe. I think, I felt summers, it's quite hot outside. So, European cars aren't always built for South African weather. Yeah, but I mean, it's who would have known? I mean, we got this car a week ago, so, we can't check everything.
Yeah.
But the boys are working hard, so we might be able to still finish the race at least.
Back into racing conditions. You can see the cars are now at pace because they've got green and we're ready to go racing once more. Stewie White getting into a bit of he's the bottom slice, should I say, in the sandwich there. He, as well as Nick Adcock, are getting past Sun Moodley. The two Class A cars need to establish a pecking order quickly. They are in a direct battle now. This is a battle for position. They are on the same lap and
lead of the race.
For the lead of the race. Damien Hammond's Lamborghini is out at turn 3. We'll get confirmation just now. But what Stewie's doing now is making Nick compromise his fuel consumption strategy.
Stuck up the inside. Oh, that's nearly contact. That was nearly contact. That was so close. That was measured in centimeters, not even meters. And they're doing all of this while picking their way through traffic. They're slower cars. Stewie's having a look up the inside of turn 4. That's not going to work out.
Look at that Nova fly out of the corners.
Nick was wise to Stewie being offline there, and he just fired it on the outside. And he knows that he's quicker through Apex at turn 4.
Yeah.
Stewie's going to have to make his move among all this traffic, maybe into 8, where both cars seem fairly evenly matched. Oh my word, that's Hammond.
Samlin Racing.
Parked on the circuit. That's not great. I think that's going to be full course yellow. Yep.
Oh no.
Full course yellow. It looks like the car has a puncture. As we approach the start-finish line, we should get racing again. Stewie's going to be all over the back of Nick. He's already showing him his nose. We're heading for the start-finish line. We're on board with Stewie, and let's go racing. Let's go racing. Turn 1, will he dive him into turn 2? Stewie on Nick Adcock's tail. He's looking racy. Here's his best chance right here.
How
right here.
How
right
late
here.
was Nick on the brakes?
Nick's gone defensive. Oh man, how did he hold him back? And now it's a case of who's got their temps up in their tires and who's willing to break that fraction. Oh, there we go. He's had a wiggle. Nick's had a big wiggle, a oversteer, a snapper oversteer. Turn 3, Stewie takes his chances, fires it up the inside of turn 4. Who's later on the brakes into the tabletop, turn 5. Come on, let's see who's got it, chaps. Oh, Stewie holds him out. Stewie holds him up. That's brave, brave, brave. For a smaller, lighter car. Now he's put a car length on him immediately.
Yeah, off to a good start. We were thinking it was going very, very well. Car gave us a bit of trouble. Popped up a couple of warnings, fuel pressure warnings, engine, gearbox, overheating. Today just wasn't our day, unfortunately.
Prince, look at this battle. This is for the lead of the 1 hour dash. This is Shea Harpel chasing Roy Aubery. The white Lamborghini is Harpel, and the red and white 911 Porsche is Aubery. He's giving it his all. I hope his team's informed him that this is for the lead. Harpel's in the 1 hour dash. We can see some technicians working hard on the Hammond Lamborghini there.
1 hour dash is now coming to a close. We're going to see the MSA flag not too long from now.
It should be the end of this lap. It should be the end of this lap.
At the end of this lap, we're going to see another of the back marker for good measure. Oh, jeez.
He's held up the Lamborghini big time. I'm not sure who it was, but he's held up the Lamborghini big time. Oh, look at the grunt of that V10 engine. Just fires away from the prototype. Disappeared. Dabs on the brakes. In through 4. Watch the closing speed of that prototype. Mid-corner speed is so much higher.
Yeah.
But as they climb on the gas, the grunt of the Lamborghini will get him away. The clock winds down. The seconds tick towards 0. That's the hour.
There it is.
That's the hour. So
the MSA flag is going to come out not too long from now as Shea Harpal makes his way down the home and the start-finish straight for him to claim his first SAES 1 hour dash win. What an impressive campaign from him. It almost, some would think it came out of nowhere, but a lot of preparation goes down into this. It goes down to the wire, almost a photo finish. But Shea Harpal takes the win.
But here's a huge concertina effect. Stuart White's worst nightmare, getting caught behind one of the backdrafts. And now having to try make up a bit of ground into turn 1. Touches curb, a little bit unsteady on the exit. You can see the car going and snaking around at the moment. Nick Adcock has got a bit of breathing room, and got to mention, we kept talking about the heat, and Andrew Horn pointed it out. By going and sticking behind a car for so long, your temperature gauge starts to climb. And that's exactly what's happening to the Norman Nova. So he has to back off, get a bit of breathing room, allow the engine to come back into its own to go back onto the attack. I've got a bigger problem. If that stays there, guess what's going to come out? And there it is. Safety car coming out. This is where critical times for pit stops. When are you going to get in and get sorted out? The drivers have been going at it for quite some time. 2 hours and 25 minutes to go. Nick Adcock is in the pits as well. He's going to be handing over his seat either to Michael Jensen or to Ryan Nyker, who will be fresh into the seat. And it does look like a drive change for into Africa.
Yep, in goes Xolile Tlaka. Stewie has done his bit. 31 of Van Heerde. That's right behind Steve Clark there. So that's the lap time that we're seeing at the moment. And then when we go back to the front runners, Gabiani, lap time of 1:11.9. Okay, that's a bit lower. He's consistently stayed in around this time because his best time is 1:11.6. So 0.3 difference in terms of that is quite decent. He, of course, leads the class at the moment. And just to go back onto the circuit and leave the timing sheets, Xolile Tlaka now has 2 backdrafts to navigate past. Alvarez being recovered at the moment. Safety procedure underway. So for the time being, it looks like we'll be just getting the cars, some of which do not like this. One, for example, we've got Gallardo behind the backdraft, heating up. They're cooling down now. A little bit clearer air for Xolile Tlaka, but some of these cars now are not going to be liking the blockage from free-flowing air. Drone shot is scrumptious, and I think it looks like a splash and dash there for Art of Pretorius. Slightly leisurely pace, understanding that the safety car is there. They can take full advantage of that. We've got the trailing 1-1-3 with Giga there. We've got Wilson in the picture. He's leading, Gabiani right behind him. It's a whole interesting picture there.
However, you must note for a second there, Prince, that Gabiani is the class leader.
Yep.
Jeez. What did he do? Oh my word. Car number 23, Wilson and Gabiani. Lamborghini going slow.
Slower.
Yeah, and he's coming to pits. The car is crabbing.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
so
that.
it's either got a wheel loose, which I don't think would have manifested this late.
Big moment.
This could be the lead change.
You can see it now thanks to that drone shot. Peeling into the pits. What does the pit crew do? Let's get closer and see. The pit crew around the car now, getting an understanding what's going on. Looking at the right rear. The right quarter of the car is being attended to on the right side on Xolile's door. Cars is up on the jacks now. Let's
I'm pretty sure
going into the pits. Oh no, an issue for our defending champions. This is a massive moment in the championship already. Gerald, team manager, just getting stuck.
I'm guessing it's suspension. We've got the wheel off. Their team members in there with tools.
Suspension collapse, possibly. What could that crabbing move is weird.
Nadine, unfortunately, one of the back markers hit us and we had some contact and we broke the right rear suspension. But the guys are fixing it now. It's a pity as we were the leader of the race with almost a lap. So, but we will go back and fight back strong and see where we end for the race. But at this stage, it's a bit pity.
Now, here's the situation. They're getting back out into the circuit after a scenario verbatim. Gerald, team manager, said that cannot be resolved in a matter of minutes. It's either there was a misdiagnosis as to what the issue was, or they've actually managed to fix that.
I recall years ago doing, we have a spinner, turn one.
That's Ramchanda into the kitty litter, losing the rear. Losing the rear.
He's found his slicks have just let go. He's parked on the outside of turn 1. Is he still there? I hope he isn't.
Yeah,
he's recovered. He's recovered. He recovered, came back to the pit slowly. He looked like they did a driver change, and he was warning. Is it Fabienne?
Yeah, Fabienne Lantz is getting in the car.
Excuse me, he was warning Fabienne that maybe there's a long brake pedal there, and he went off and explaining himself. The last hour of racing.
Yeah, it's because now they're on staggered strategy. They've been set back, of course, by the incident, and also you've got the situation where Nika's getting a sort of textbook. He's getting a textbook stint in the sense that he's doing the required 1 hour 10 minute that is needed from each of the racing drivers in the shared cars. So that is something that really will be interesting to observe in how it shapes out. We've got a bit of updates, of course, from the pits. We're going to hear a bit later about that. But the Trans Am of Tafani, Moore and Brown, that's seen better days really. They've had to fight their way across a number of battles for them, but we haven't seen them feature on the circuit in a while. And we're just getting a quick view there of our race leader at turn 4, losing the rear at turn 4.
That's a big one. Bit of oil going into the engine doesn't hurt, just to give it that extra little bit across the line. And remember, these engines naturally start going and using up a bit of oil, especially in long races. So it's always something to just top up, same as checking brake fluids and just where the water is as well. Well, don't really check where the water is, otherwise you're going to have it with extreme heat coming at you. But
yeah,
with this 51 minutes to go, basic math done on the cars, we should be seeing cars coming in now or within the 20 minutes remaining for a final splash and dash to get themselves sorted and back out on circuit. So for anyone wanting to go any further, that's what's going to be the challenge. Don't think any of the drivers and teams will be considering putting on a new set of boots under the hour mark, as it will just take up far too much time. Considering they've only allowed 6 people to get on the vehicle at one time, changing all 4 tires is just time consuming, especially if you're in this Alfa Giulia that's out there. Absolutely stunning vehicle to go and see, and really has done an incredible job of just circulating, keeping very consistent. Performance and index is actually on the cards for the team.
Yeah, that's it bodes very well to get some silverware purely based on your discipline and consistency. Zaka in the pits. The Inter-Africa Racing Lamborghini is in the pits once more. What is going on?
Stuart White getting in the car.
Stuart White is getting in the car. I never saw this coming. I thought he finished with new rubber. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Ladies, and listen, all of our viewers right now just need to brace themselves for the ultimate aggression.
Kulile, how was your stint?
Wow, that stint was a very difficult stint. You know, it's racing. We had an unfortunate incident. We touched on the last corner with one of the Galados, and we sustained some suspension damage. During that part of the race, we were leading by 1 lap. We were strong, we had pace. But yeah, it's one of those things. This is racing, eh? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But it's 4 hours. We'll carry on the fight.
We're in the minutes. We're in the single digits of minutes now, Steve Koenig. It's just over 7 minutes to go until we see the checkered flag fall. Fabian Lantz is trying to see the position for it is Garcia ahead of her at the moment. She's trying to change that quickly as she can, but she doesn't have much time. Fabian Lantz 4 laps adrift of Garcia, as compared to him. He is only 1 lap adrift of the class leader Mark Owens. So yeah, it is battle of the deficits at the moment, and Fabian Lantz can get racy. She certainly will if she's given the opportunity. Garcia has to make sure to make that V8 Roadster as wide as possible going into the close of the race.
Well, it's going to be interesting because now you've got the Swiss Hotel Schools coming at her at a rate of knots, and they are looking to retake their spot away from Fabian Lantz at the moment. They want to get back into 4th and get back into the fight with Garcia. Fabian Lantz is using Garcia as a slipstream, as we got 1 turn round at turn 2.
Mark Owens just lost it at turn 2. That is Owens. And he was the leader of Class D. That is leader of Class D who just lost it.
Okay, so the question is, did Pretorius just get a lap back on him? That is where it's going to be.
Where was he at that point? Oh no, we're going to find out just now. If we get them both in frame, considering we see Mark Owens now, then he's safe. It looks like he's safe.
So under braking into turn 2. Oh, brake way too late.
Yeah. never put a wheel wrong all weekend long, it seems. And now in the dying seconds, it's Ryan Nyker, considering the prospect of what has been an incredible weekend of racing and what potentially will be an incredible championship going into the year. It's in his first race, and he has the honor to bring it home for the Adjust for Sleep Nova Proto 2 team, with Nick Adcock and Michael Jensen riding shotgun with him in this wonderful, wonderful piece of engineering, artfully and masterfully done. Have the Nova Proto 2, the Adjust for Sleep team, claimed the checkered flag for the SAES 4 hours of Zwartkops, the round 1. And this is the final standings as we see them. Rico Baller Racing's Michael Jensen, Nick Adcock, and Ryan Nyker in first place. Intic Africa Racing, Oleli Tlak and Stewie White in second. Backdraft Racing's Mike McLaughlin, as well as Steve Clark in top 3.
Yeah, I've got to say, great works. And same as the Backdraft Racing SA, Gabriani and Owens going and winning their national V8 Roadster round 1. Team PSD will take second place with Bonham Pretorius and Horan Pretorius. And then we got the G Runnerstar Racing of Benincourt and Garcia and Greg, who went and had a phenomenal time out there.
Yeah, indeed. Car 23 of Dean Walson, Mark Harvey, as well as Philip Mayer for an 8th overall. In 9th place, Scuderia Rossi, and they took Class C honors in the same way Class B was taken by Sphere Motorsports, who were further down the running. But in 10th place, we have Glans, John Edwards, as well as Jordan Edwards in 10th place. An impressive finish for first-timers and rookies.
Moving on to the rest of our drivers, because it has been incredible. We got Mr. Branders going with De Silva. They came out 11th overall. The Dutchman Browndeck did land up getting a bit caught out into turn 4, but you cannot take away some really good driving on their part with Gavin Rook and Richard van Heerden. And the Graphics Supply World Racing, David Franco and Roberto Franco, finishing the race despite all the odds, despite an engine that was on its way out, and I think at this point is down all its cylinders. Sophia Motorsports of De Cunha, Van Heerden and Alvarez gets across the line and have really defeated the odds.
DNF for Team Kobani, some transmission issues. Samlin Racing, unfortunately for them, some niggles. Nathan and Wayne came together, unfortunately a racing incident.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for joining us here at Zwartkops for round 1 of the South African Endurance Series. 4 hours of Zwartkops completed. We'll see you down in Quebec. And on behalf of the entire SAES team, we'd like to say thank you very much. Have a safe time and enjoy the racing.